Wow, this is impressive. Kind of feels nice in here. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I have the 1/8 scale figure of March Hare from the Fairy Tale series by Myethos. This figure looks so beautiful and I'm surprised by how large it is. So really excited to open this up and let's just get started. I got this figure from HPOI Taobao for 999 renminbi, which is about 150 USD. This figure was shipped on its own by surface for about 25 Sing dollar, which is about 19 USD. I kinda consider this pricey, but it can't be helped because the box is so big. I pre-ordered this figure back in January last year and received it in February early this year. It was about a year wait time. The box is transparent with gold patterns representing the figure printed all around. It looks quite fancy, and you can see the figure displayed. So far, all the Myethos figures I have come in these clear plastic boxes, which makes it feel quite premium. Now, opening this figure up, inside, there is a cardboard sheet with the green backdrop for the figure. There is also this warranty card where it's up to 31st May 2024. Well, too late for that now. Next, here is the set of instructions in a booklet with Chinese, English, and Japanese translation. Inside the box, I had this teacup floating around. He must have broke off during shipping. Hopefully, this is an easy fix. For the rest of the figure and accessories, I only have one blister package. Opening this up, I first have this pocket watch with a chain, followed by this very fancy frame base. Look at how fancy it is. Last but not least is the March Hare figure himself in a hanging cage. He is already fixed to the cage. These are all the components for the figure, and next is to put everything together. For assembly, let's start by putting this cage into this really amazing looking frame. The cage which the figure is sitting on has a metal hook, and this is supposed to hook onto the frame over here. It's a really interesting concept, and I hope this figure won't break over time. Just a heads up, when hanging the cage, be sure to avoid hitting the decorations on the frame. I had to roughly position the cage within the frame first before focusing on the hook. Next, I have this teacup, which seems to have broken off the figure's hand. You can see there's a white patch on the rabbit's hand, and I think that's where the teacup broke off. Anyway, I think I can just slide this back onto his finger and hopefully it'll stay in place. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. May not even need super glue to put this together. However, with too much movement, this cup may fall again, so gotta be careful. Lastly, I have this pocket watch, and there's a peg at the back which goes into the hole over here. Another heads up, when putting this pocket watch on, be careful not to knock the figure too much. I was worried it would drop off. Perhaps it would be better to first attach the watch onto the frame, then hang the figure up. The pocket watch has a chain on it, and according to the instructions, I'm supposed to intertwine it with the frame according to the promo picture or to personal preference. So let's just do that. For the draping of the chain, I decided to just do it however I like, cause I'm a rebel. Well, I just like the chains on my figures to appear very loose. The more drapey it is, the more I like it visually. While doing this, be sure not to damage any of the decorations. I think I'll go with something like this. With that, I have the 1/8 scale figure of March Hare from the Fairy Tale series by Myethos, fully assembled. And this looks so beautiful. I really love the concept of this figure and the composition of the sculpt. It is so aesthetic. Zooming into the details, let's start off with the main highlight of this feature, the base. Usually the base is the most boring part of the feature, but this is the focal point. I really like how the figure is sitting in a bird cage and it's literally hanging in this frame. I'm not sure how the support will hold over time, and whether it will give in by the load of the figure. But as a start, this is a really interesting concept. At least the cage and the figure are really light, so I don't think this support will break over time. I hope. Perhaps the best is to not move this around too much. Anyway, on the frame, there's so much details going on. I really love the base gold color that it has, and it's really shiny. And it's not just pure gold, there's a little bit of bronze scattered around, and that adds to the shading effect of this figure. The frame is also sculpted very intricately, with very nice motifs and patterns. Also, the green color flowers and ribbons that wrap around this frame give this entire figure a pop of color. It contrasts really well with the gold color frame. And the color scheme totally matches the figure, where the main outfit is in brown with tints of green splashed onto it. As for the figure itself, he looks really adorable. I love his facial expression and his eyes are so beautiful. His hair sculpt is also very intricately done, even though it's a simple hairstyle. I really like the way his fringe curls up. There's also quite a bit of shading on it. And the bunny ears are really nicely done. The fur is sculpted on. The inside of the ears are also very nicely shaded, and there are some little diamond pieces in it. As for the outfit, I really love the design. There's quite a bit of details on it, like the pocket watch and the diamond-shaped buttons at the scarf. However, I find that the brown color pants and coat could do with a little more shading. There is some shading, but I think there could be more. I mean, you look at the rabbit, he has a lot more going on than the outfit. The rabbit also has a lot of details. There are stitches at the legs and the ears, and also buttons at the arms, indicating how this bunny was put together. Lastly, I really like his shoes. I just noticed that they have bunny ears on them. And at the sole, there's a little paw print. It's super adorable. I highly recommend this figure, and I believe you can still get him on Amiami at a good price. In fact, he's gone down in the aftermarket, and I'm not sure why. I definitely recommend this figure, and you should pick it up while the price is still good. Okay, that's all for today's video. I really enjoyed this one, and I hope you did too. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and whether you'll be picking this up from Amiami sale section. I kinda wish I waited for the sale, but oh wells. Anyway, if you like what you saw, do leave a like and subscribe with notifications to stay tuned to more videos. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye bye!